I never planned to tell him the truth that night. Honestly, I didn't even plan to see him. But the snow just kept falling, and somehow I found myself standing in front of his apartment again. I was frozen, caught between wanting to walk away and just wanting to feel something familiar for the first time in months. When he opened the door, he looked shocked. Not happy, not angry, just tired. Like he'd been waiting for something that would never come back. He asked why I was there. I told him I didn't know. But the real truth was simple. I missed him more than I ever wanted to admit. We sat at his small kitchen table with 2 cups of untouched tea. The silence between us felt heavier than all the arguments we ever had. He kept staring at the steam rising from his cup, and I just watched how his hands shook whenever he tried to speak. He was the first one to break the silence. He told me he tried to move on. He said he dated someone new. He said she was kind, calm, stable. Everything I never was. I should have been happy for him. But hearing those words felt like a cold hand pressing against my heart. Then he asked why I suddenly came back. Why now? Why after all the nights he spent trying to forget me? And that's when something inside me just cracked. I told him the truth. The one I had buried for months because it hurt too much to say out loud. I told him I never left because I stopped loving him. I left because I was scared. Scared of hurting him. Scared of being hurt. Scared of losing myself in someone I loved too deeply. He didn't say anything at first. He just looked at me like he was seeing me for the very first time. Really seeing me. Then he asked the question I feared the most. Did you come back because you want me? Or because you're lonely? I swallowed hard. Because the truth, it wasn't simple. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't the kind of answer that would make him come running back. I told him I came because he was the only person I ever felt safe with. But I didn't know if I was ready to be that person for him again. Not yet. He closed his eyes just for a second, but I saw the pain in his face. The kind of person hides when they're still hoping, even when they know they probably shouldn't. He walked me to the door. No hug, no real goodbye. Just a quiet nod. Before leaving, I asked him one last thing. If you were me, what would you do? He didn't hesitate. He said he would take time to heal first. To choose with a clear heart, not a lonely one. Because love deserves honesty from the beginning, not just halfway through. I walked away into the falling snow, feeling both lighter and heavier at the same time. Maybe we won't find our way back to each other. Maybe we will. But for the first time, I wasn't running from the truth. I was finally brave enough to face it. And now I want to ask you, do you think I made the right choice? Would you have stayed, or would you have walked away too? Let me know what you think in the comments. Your story might just help someone else who's listening right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.